Hi, Mr. Ehsan. A very good afternoon to you. I'm Beng Hui. Today, I will be presenting my team, Sorry Dido from DB5, to share about the Empire project about our logistics. So now let's get into the slides. Now, I would like to talk about our group structure. Our group name is Solaridido, and our motto is Teamwork makes the dream work. Kerin is our leader, Jiaxuan is our secretary, me and Jingxing are the presenters, while other members are Zheng Xiong, Wen Chen, and Rahim. So this is our agenda. There are three parts. Now I would like to talk about the first part, which is the organization analysis. By using a SWOT table, we're able to analyze the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of our logistics. I would like to talk about the strength first. We have found out that our logistic have fully integrated transport system such as freight forwarding solutions and deliver complete system. It handles all modes of transport as well as all type of shipments. Well, Deliver Complete system is connected through worldwide and is integrated with GT Nexus, providing greater visibility of shipments across the world. The second strength is our logistics are well utilizing on their predictive analytics. Through geography information system analysis, they're able to forecast potential sales in which geographical market will grow. The third strength is the LF Logistics works closely with their warehouse developer, truckers, labor agencies, and other vendors when developing a solution for its customer. By following their principle of teamwork, to able to maintain long-term partnership with the vendor community in its partnership ecosystem. Now, I would like to talk about the weaknesses of LF Logistics. The first weakness is they do not have sell-on factory. So sometimes the production cost might be passively controlled by others. So when a region whole price increase, it takes some time to search a new supplier. The second weakness is LL Logistics do not own any shipping ports. All of the goods and materials are transported by other shipping agents, so they are not flexible enough on scheduling the shipping time. So the lead time is unflexible. It's also hard to control the cost sometimes. For the third weakness is the complexity in their supplier network. There are nearly of 11,000 international suppliers in more than 26 countries and cities around the world. To manage them, it is very time consuming and costly. This process requires a lot of workers because there are still a lot of human elements in customer relations. It cannot yet be replaced by technology. So this brings in high labor costs. Next, for the opportunities of LL Logistics. The first opportunity will be the trend of technology and being digitalized. Travel Logistics used to run a full suite of IT services that digitize each facet of their customer demand and supply chain. To stay relevant with the technology trend, they're constantly adapting and pivoting and also selectively applying technology to improve their efficiency and effectiveness. The second opportunity is market size growth through preferences of consumer. Our logistics focus on expanding their customer operation across the region. Our logistics on growth actually is led by the needs of its customer, both current and potential. The company invests in each future operation is also to anticipate the requirements of the industry. The third opportunity would be obtaining 300 US dollar million investment from Temasek Holding Limited. Spencer Fong, the group CEO of Li Yuanfeng, added that the investment from Temasek will allow them to unlock the value of LA Logistics and also accelerate its business growth. It will also enhance Li Yuanfeng capital structure and financial flexibility. By having strong operating cash flow and solid balance sheets provides them with ample liquidity to fund future growth and complete their transformation efforts. There are external factors that can badly affect our logistics, which are the threats. The first threat is competitors are expanding their business model. One of the top competitors of our logistics is Eternity Group, which also have founded in China. They have a better system of fleet to serve over 90 destinations throughout the Caribbean, Central, and South America. So this will become a threat to LF Logistics. The second threat will be the growth of equity of competitors in the market. One of the competitors of LF Logistics in Malaysia is Tiongnan Logistics Solution. For the past 2 years, their total equity has grown for 2%, while LF Logistics has dropped 10.34%. The third threat would be the communication barriers and cultural problem in worldwide. Airway Logistics are internationalized logistic company. So they must be already hire different nationality and different culture employees in different country. There are 87% of employees from Asia Pacific, 10% employees from other religion, while 3% of our employee is from America. Sometimes, due to the language barrier, will cause communication problem. This might cause mistake on decision making because of the misunderstanding. So now, let's get into the second part, which is the industry and competitor analysis. Now, I would like to talk about the industry overview first. In Malaysia, the logistic industry is growing significantly. The industry is providing customer varied service ranging from the individual transport and storage solutions to integrated supply chain management services. Also, Malaysian logistic industry is about having growth rate of 11.6% to reach RM 203.71 billion in 2016. Next, nature of competition. The first factor will be the quality. The industry has to keep improving on their services such as transportation, warehousing, packaging, freight forwarding, and distribution up to the point of delivery. The second factor will be the feature and specialization, such as combining the data analytics and virtual supply chains to have even stronger transparency and smart warehousing solution with predictability by using the new technology to satisfy the customer. And this bringing the third factor, which is the customer satisfaction. By fulfilling customer needs and satisfaction, this is able to create good image of the brand to also maintain the loyalty of customer. Next is the changes in industry. First is a halal logistic. Halal logistic manage both physical and international flow throughout the supply chain following halal standard. Safety and quality assurance are the reasons why halal products are widely recognized. The second changes in the industry is Internet of Things. It's a process for redesigning the logistic process and connect through internet with computing equipment and being digitalized. The third changes is AI and machine learning. It helps to understand supply chain availability and also improve company performance by the AI by keeping learning continuously and combined with the supply chain data. For the opportunity of the industry, the first opportunity will be e-commerce logistics. In Malaysia, e-commerce are still currently at growth stage. As e-commerce skyrocketed in the past 3 to 4 years, our current logistic infrastructure may not be sustainable for the current environment. So there are still a lot of improvements are required to improve for Malaysia logistic industry. The second opportunity is development of data, such as cloud technology. Cloud-powered global supply chains can virtualize the information and material flows by moving all supply chain processes into cloud. The other example would be the robotics and automation. They're able to reduce human workforce and also increase efficiency in delivery and warehousing, including sorting and distribution center, also lowering the cost. The third opportunity will be the consumer behavior. There are two factors to concern. The first one would be the experience. By keeping pace with rapidly changing customer behavior, requires the logistic industry to keep innovating and improving their service management. The other factor is speed. These days, many consumers expect to receive their package as soon as possible. So for the logistics service, this is a big deal as satisfactory delivery system will grant them customer loyalty and revenue growth. For the threats of the industry, COVID-19 pandemic is the huge external factor that badly affected the whole industry. Due to COVID-19, all of the schedules have to rearrange and delay. Also, the volume of trade had been slumped a lot. The second threat will be the customer dissatisfaction. Sometimes, in order to improve logistic warehousing or transportation system, companies have to increase the price because of the cost increasing, such as the transportation cost. Consumer will be dissatisfied and not to choose a particular logistic company due to the price increasing. So now let's move on to the third part, which is a market analysis. For the overall logistic market in Malaysia, the Malaysian freight and logistic market were estimated to be worth US $53.45 billion in 2017. Currently, the Malaysian logistic industry is in growth stage and expected to continue growing and estimated to worth more than US $90 billion during 2024. as the booming growth of e-commerce industry had impacted the logistic industry in Malaysia to go through a series of evolution in their operation to form seamless fulfillment hubs in the country. Now, let's get into the changes in the market. The first changes is shipment tracking system. Previously, customer book shipment and they receive an estimate delivery date and then they were dead left in the dark. But now, today, internet and software advances allow customer access to shipping and tracking system every time and everywhere. The second changes will be the strategic alliance between e-commerce players and logistic provider. The alliance is to leverage on the expertise and network such as GDEX and AHL Red Cargo by accessing to Red Cargo extensive network and GDEX last mile delivery services. The third changes will be government initiative and helps presenting growth opportunity for logistic player, such as the digital free trade zone. One of the example is the Alibaba Logistic Hub. It launched by 2019 with centralized custom, warehousing, and fulfillment function, and this has boosted the e-commerce in the Southeast Asia. For the market segmentation and the target market, the first one will be the consumer goods. It's a B2C market. Companies in this segment are also working according to a push strategy. They connect thousands of suppliers and vendors with leading brands and retailers, all with the goal of meeting consumer demand. The second one will be the industrial goods. It's a B2B market. The main focus for the companies in this segment is on inbound logistics. This segment has more developed requirements than a conventional carrier handling or transport document and orders. They do provide logistics service to other business model such as retailer to deliver them the industrial goods such as parts of goods, raw materials and the others. Our logistics also targeted on large company or small medium enterprise. It will lead to servicing similar customer with common needs. Some of the LA Logistics notable clients are Walmart, Calvin Klein, Coach, Tommy Hilfiger, and others. Next, let's get into the last part, which is the customer characteristic and their needs and buying decision. This can be divided into two groups, consumer goods and industrial goods. For customer characteristic of consumer goods, our customer characteristics are focused on four core industry verticals such as footwear and apparel, fast-moving consumer goods, food and beverage, and also healthcare. For the characteristic of industrial goods, normally are small medium enterprise and big manufacturer and supplier. For the customer needs for the consumer goods, Alware Logistics to offer end-to-end service to their customer. For the needs of industrial goods, it shorten the lead time by increasing their speed on the process. Other than that, for the buying decision of consumer goods, Alware Logistics use large network of vendor and supplier across traditional and newly upcoming sourcing markets in a way which creates significant efficiency. For the buying decision of industrial goods, it's about reducing the cost and increasing the speed of transmitting the goods. That concludes my presentation. However, I would like to thanks to Mr. Isan for giving us the opportunity to have more research on air logistics and let us to gain us to help us to gain more knowledge on the logistic industry. Once again, thank you.